Oh, I like the lights. The solar lights. Yes, hello. Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, everybody on planet Earth. Merry Christmas, all of you. I have got a Christmas Eve story for you all that I just found in the news, which I thought you might like to hear. Because many years ago, Princess Diana referred to the people who work in the royal household as the men in grey suits. I think she just meant that in a loose term. There's lots of women who work there and they don't wear grey suits, so I thought I'd introduce you to one of them. He's not actually here, but there's a very interesting news article. I haven't actually finished reading it, but I will read it out to you. Now, I don't know how to pronounce his name, so if he ever watches this video, I do apologise if I've got your name pronunciation right, but I'd like to introduce you to Mr. Jason North, or Knopf. So this is the beginning of it building. This is exactly where it's heading early next year. Meet Jason North. I'm going to call him North because I think that's how it's pronounced. The American at the centre of multiple conflicts with Prince Harry and Meghan Markle. This is an insider. If you go to Google, look up Meghan Markle. It's very interesting. Now, I've been looking up Jason for a long time, and I've never been able to find anything on him. When Jason was 5 years old, he told his mother that he wanted to grow up one day to become the President of the United States. I guess a lot of you Americans will know you can only qualify to be the President of the United States if you're American.
I think you have to be born in America.
You have to be born in America.
I think
Isn't that
correct me if I'm wrong.
Barack Obama, the big dude on his birth certificate and everything? Fast forward 33 years, and the Texan native, because I think it's always been very much given the impression that he's some sort of stuck-up, weird, curtsying Brit. So this is clearing up a lot for me. I knew he wasn't. I didn't know if he was from New Zealand or America. He's a Texan.
Ben's back.
Okay. He's made a name for himself working for the British royal family and becoming the central figure in some of its most recent controversies. Now, I'm not going to read out the whole thing, but I'm going to get to the bit where it really talks about Jason. He was born in Texas but moved to Virginia when he was 5 years old, according to the Courier. He then briefly studied at the University of Pittsburgh before transferring to Victoria University of Wellington in New Zealand, where he graduated in 2004. That same year, according to the Courier, Jason's communications career kicked off. He first worked as a media advisor for Steve Mahari, who was the New Zealand's Minister for Social Development at the time. Then worked as a speechwriter for Michael Cullen, where he was New Zealand's Deputy Prime Minister. Jason also served as an advisor to the former New Zealand Prime Minister, Helen Clark. Doesn't really sound like a stiff in a grey suit so far, does he? Or some weird curtsying Brit?
Yeah.
Could someone have been a bit misleading about Jason? Oh yes, that's great, Ben, if you can.
I'm getting spammed. Just got Wi-Fi again.
Oh right, okay.
Pull up the screen if you want. So.
Yeah.
He worked for England's Treasury Department and the Royal Bank of Scotland before making his way into what is known as the Royal Household. He started working there in 2015, and he worked for Prince William, Prince Harry, and they called her Kate Middleton, but the Princess of Wales, as we know her now, Catherine. So it's quite interesting. So Harry's known Jason a long time. Did Harry not get along with Jason all those years before he met Meghan? Or did a dispute arise when Meghan arrived? Does anyone else find that interesting?
Hey,
that he has been
what is this supposed to
he's
be?
been depicted and portrayed as a stiff Brit in a grey suit,
For the Nirvana.
like he just came along like a troublemaker.
Keep wearing.
Turns out he's worked with William, Catherine and Harry for bloody yonks. And he's a Texan. And he's young and he's quite dishy actually. It's not quite the image that they led us to believe, is it? Right, let me say hello to a few of you lovely guys.
A lot of people are saying it's bad connection.
Is it a bad connection?
Blurry picture, poor connection, the screen froze. Freeze.
If you can let us know. Oh wow, we're having McDonald's for Christmas Eve. Thank you. Have a chip. They're saying it's a bad connection. Clearing up now, Glinda says.
Right.
Hi.
Do you want to know a fun fact about that Nirvana hoodie? It's mine. And he keeps stealing it, even the shirt.
Which Nirvana hoodie?
You know the white jumper he kept wearing?
Oh, right.
Danke. And the chips?
Connection better now, good. Did you all get that about Jason North? If you Google Jason North now, go on the news, Google News, it's there in Insider.
Danke.
So he's a Texan. He's pretty cool, actually. He's young, he's dynamic, he's not a stiff. Not that older people in grey suits are stiffs, but that's a picture has been painted, and it would appear that that picture is not quite correct. Kel Surprise, yet again.
Sorry.
Hey, please
I just
don't.
got sent this video.
They can't even sit. Go away. You're going to be annoying.
I'm not being annoying, it's just
Yes, you are annoying. Right.
you're annoying just by existing.
Thanks. The
Oh,
refugees.
it's just because I'm breathing.
Yeah.
Yes, I think you because I'm breathing. Hello, Sam. Danielle, there is so much BS put out the media. Yes. Now, what I find interesting about this Insider article that they are, the way they've headed it, let's meet Jason North or Jason North. They're building for something.
Anyways, let's get back to what
In
you're talking
January,
about.
trust me, they're building. They are going to start introducing the characters, the actors, the players around the bullying allegations. I agree with Lady C. I think that Harry and Meghan doing that Netflix thing, I think they're going to look back on that and think that was the biggest mistake of our lives. I really do. I really do. And before it even came out, I was saying to Graham, they must be nuts. Why are they doing this to themselves? I thought from the Oprah point of view, I thought, why are you doing this to yourselves, Harry and Meghan? This is going to blow up in your face. This is a terrible idea. But obviously, I'm not in touch with them. But it was quite frustrating to watch two people walking into a path of self-destruction so willingly, running into the flames of it. Well, hello, Nutmeg, Jacqueline, Susan Knox-Elkin, Princess Carol, hello, JB Brooks, Carmen Miranda, hello.
I didn't mean to wipe you, did.
No, it's all right.
Have a seat, what's he given?
Everyone that goes against MM and H by extension gets smeared. Yes, yes. You can make a whole great big long list of all the dead bodies. There's her half-brother, her half-sister, her father, her ex-husband, her ex-best friend of 30-odd years. There's every single member of the British royal family, citizens of the United Kingdom. The list goes up the British press. It's all them. Jason, all the people who made allegations about bullying. It's all them. It's all them. It's always someone else's fault. There's one common denominator. Meghan.
Do you think there's a connection?
I don't know. I'm starting to see a pattern and figure it out. It's taking me a little while, but I'm figuring it out. Yeah, they all wanted to cook pasta in the bloody kitchen after I'd gotten all the vegetables ready for tomorrow. Yeah, so we sent them to McDonald's. Sam because they have had backup empowered them to be idiots and puppets. Well, in my opinion, Harry's not very intelligent and he's fabulously rich. And Meghan's not all there in the head. So if you get someone who's not all there in the head, together with an idiot, and give them $30 million, it's not always going to be a good outcome, is it? Just my opinion. Wonder. Yes, I wonder, how do you spell Jason North? Is it Knorf or North? Hello, Del. Yes, who is Texan? I missed that. Jason North, who worked for Harry and Meghan, who was at the centre of the bullying allegations, he's a Texan. He's a Texan, and he went to New Zealand, and he got qualifications there. He did a degree there or something. If you look him up, they are introducing him. Now, when newspapers say, let us introduce this person, they're building the stage ready for something much bigger that's coming down the line. If I were Harry and Meghan, I'd be very nervous. I'd probably zip it for a while. And I'd certainly find out if they're not. I mean, why was Christopher Boozy on their documentary? And it's not just that someone else made the documentary, it was their production company, wasn't it? Maybe in conjunction with something like Diamond Productions, but wasn't Archwell Productions in charge of that? So it's not like if Graham and I were to go on a television show, we're not the producers, so we have no editorial say in it at all. They did, and they had Chris Boozy of Bot Sentinel, and I believe Harry actually said, oh, this guy from Bot Sentinel says, blah, blah, there's only 3 people in the world who hate us, and they're all on YouTube, and they're magnifying everything, and that's why it appears everybody hates us when actually everybody loves us. That's sort of the nub of what Harry was saying. What's their connection with Christopher Boozy? Because if I find out that they have been paying him, and there is a financial connection, then he's a troll. He's a professional troll. They have been employing a professional troll to troll individual people, subjects of the United Kingdom and beyond.
Henchman.
Henchman is another word, isn't it?
Mm.
JB Brooks, waiting for Lady C to go up against Bozo. Yeah, that'll be interesting. Samar. I mean, they're backed up by powerful, rich people who have their own agenda. Maybe, maybe not. I've heard that a lot. I think if they are, I think any rich, powerful person in the background must be deeply regretting their choice. Wouldn't they choose someone believable, convincing, popular, yeah, those kind of things? Would they really choose someone who the general consensus of opinion I even see in the media, not just amongst YouTubers, is that Meghan has a loose relationship with the truth. She struggles with the truth. Hello, Tilly. Yes, Kay Mac Irish. Yes, he trolls. He trolls. I suppose we're all capable of it, but I mean, that's what the guy seems to do. It seems to be a professional troll. I would like to know, because if they have been paying him, that's actually actively, how can I put it?
Well, it just proves
It's paying an online bully.
Yeah.
It's paying someone to bully people online.
It's them that's doing the bullying. Just because they pay someone to do it for you.
Meghan is not smart enough to put all this together. The thing is, Wanda, I don't really see that anything's been put together in a very clever way. I mean, she spent a fortune and she's ended up deeply unpopular, and a lot of people don't believe a word she said. So that's not very successful, is it? Paul Wilson White. Lady C was on GB News tonight on Nana Akua's show. Oh, right, I'll have to look at that.
I haven't seen that.
Nutmeg consultant who can help them. The thing is, I think they do have good PR people who work for them, but do they take their advice? If they say something, I wouldn't do that if I were you. That's a bad idea. That might make you unpopular. I know what I'm doing.
The thing is, if you hire a hitman, and the hitman goes and kills somebody,
Yeah.
you are equally as guilty as the hitman of murder.
If not more. If not more. Yeah, in that scenario, I'm not suggesting Meghan.
Yeah, but if you hire a henchman,
Meghan or Boozy or anyone has
to
actually
go and
killed him. Can I just clear that up, just for the sake of the internet? No one's suggesting Boozy's a murderer, okay?
Oh no, of course not.
No, but the way you sort of interjected there, you didn't make that clear. You called him a
but
henchman.
if you're hiring a henchman to do your dirty work for you, then you're equally as guilty.
More so, I would say.
More so? Would you say more so?
I think if you were using a scenario of a hitman,
yeah, well,
someone
you're
pays a
paying
hitman.
someone to go and do something that you wouldn't do yourself.
if you pay a hitman to go and do something and they kill somebody, I think that the person who paid the hitman gets longer in prison usually than the hitman
Do they?
themselves.
I would have thought it was the same.
I think they get longer.
I don't know. Enlighten me, people.
But no one's suggesting that Christopher Boozy's violent or dangerous or anything like that.
Of course not.
He's just a troll. He was just a troll. He just goes out there and he does the very thing that Harry and Meghan say they abhor and hate and detest. He does the exact same thing. So do 2 wrongs make a right? I would suggest not. I think it's very childish mentality to think that it does. I hope Sam gets her justice in 2023. That poor woman has been through an extremely difficult time. Yes, yeah. 40 degrees in Florida. I think that's Fahrenheit, isn't it?
Yes.
So nippy, yeah?
Yeah. I have to get my thermometer out to see what that is.
What do you guys think? Don't you think it's weird that there's an article that's just come out introducing Jason, familiarising us all with Jason? I wonder if anyone else will be introduced. Wasn't there a girl called Melissa? There were quite a few of them, weren't there? I wonder if they'll introduce Melissa. Hello, Vinny RAF. Hello. Merry Christmas, everybody. Where you gone, Graham? Just looking at the rest of that article. Oh, apparently in the lead up to Harry and Meghan's wedding, Jason was able to give his grandmother a behind the scenes tour of Windsor Castle. Oh, that's lovely. Jason's mother, Joanne, told the Courier at the time that he was so happy that Harry had found someone. Meghan is very smart and kind, as is Harry, she added. There are some 60,000 media that have descended on us in a small private town of Windsor. I cannot imagine the tiny streets full of all these people. On the morning shows, you will see stages erected all around the castle. A lot of it has been under Jason's direction. Jason is honoured as an American to have this position, and it is quite unusual to have an American at this height with the royal family, she added. Oh, yeah, he's not a stiff in a grey suit, is he? Some curtsying freak like all us Brits are, apparently. We're mental, curtsying freaks that have medieval dinners all the time. I mean, we're getting a bit medieval tomorrow, but it's Christmas Day, and we don't normally, we don't. Hi, Dutch House and Monty Shit Show. What do you make of that? That Jason North has just been introduced in the media. They're going right into him. They've done a proper biography on him. Proper biography. I haven't even read the whole thing. And there's a guy called Valentine Lowe who's written a whole book about the bullying. Hi, Jamba. Meghan and Harry aren't suing Valentine Lowe. Why not? It's a load of tosh as far as they've said. They haven't bullied anybody. So why are they not suing Valentine Lowe? Anybody answer that question for me? Were all of the bullying victims men in grey suits, or were some of them girls, young girls? Were any of them women of colour? Awkward. Hi, Fiona Hall. Well, I've been bullied in the workplace in the past, so it's not very nice. Because where you work, you spend such a long time there, hours and hours, you know, 8 hours a day. It can just be misery. I think Valentine Lowe said, one of them said they were shaking and they felt sick at the thought of having to go in and face her. They were quaking, that they were seriously damaged. Valentine has the real deal, so can sue if they can't sue if the information's true. No. Okay, I'm a bit out of loop today. Is this the latest stunt to take attention away from Catherine's Christmas Carol? No. I don't think this is from Meghan at all. It's an article in Insider headed "Let us introduce you to Jason Knorf," and it goes into his whole background and how he's American. He's from Texas. Whereas Meghan and Harry are very much given the impression that all of us Brits, and especially in the royal household, they're very medieval, they're old, evil men forcing Meghan to curtsy and everything. Turns out Jason worked for William, Catherine and Harry for years before Meghan came along, and they all got along just cushy. They were all perfectly fine. And then Meghan came along, and apparently there were wrinkles appeared flies in ointments. So I knowing the press, I sense something is about to break. Let's see. Oh, yeah. During the interview with Oprah, which aired in March 2021, both Harry and Meghan said they were silenced by the royal family and weren't allowed to defend themselves or speak out against false stories in the press, including the one that claimed Meghan made Kate cry over a flower girl dress. And she claimed it was actually the other way around. It's a very long article, actually. Oh, there's another article on Jason below that. This is definitely a new development. Something is coming. Hypothetically speaking, if I had suffered bullying in the workplace and then the person who had been bullying me was put on the TV like they were a saint and they were lovely and they wanted to be the victim, I'd be quite angry. I'd be quite keen to have my say, to put the other side across. Yes, exactly that, Charles. There is a common denominator.
Why is your camera pointed at my door?
Why, are you naked or something? Oh, Ben!
I need to go to the kitchen, and it's too hot in there.
Okay.
I'm not naked.
It will be interesting to see the inconsistency between H's book and Meg's show. Yeah, but I don't think that's going to be the big story next year. I think the big story next year is going to be evidence and scrutinising and discussing the bullying allegations. I really do. And I think there's a lot going to come out next year. And I think people probably would have protected them and kept it zipped had they not gone ahead with this Netflix, portraying everybody else as evil and themselves as innocent little butterflies. I think that was a very provocative thing. Hello, Momo, Lucky Osborne. Glinda the Good says, last night my cousin and I did a deep look into the H&M shite. We were informed of some crazy stuff. Lucky Osborne, takes care to employ white people so she can accuse them of racism if they react to bullying, except the nanny. Yeah, there's been a load of nannies as well, hasn't there? I saw a picture of them.
Get thrown out in the middle of the night.
Oh, but allegedly, that I don't know if that's true or not, though. There was one thrown out in the middle of the night in Frogmore. She was fired in the middle of the night, but then I heard another story about one in the middle of the night in Montecito, but I don't know if that's true or not. Momo, I really wish that bullying report would come out. The sugars will spiral, but I think that report needs to come out and the NDAs be rescinded. The Daily Express was suggesting that whistleblower rules would allow them to talk, and as I understand it, the victims are extremely keen and have been for some time to tell their side of the story. I also got here Linda Wagner, hello. Yes, Selma, I know we saw the bully on the Windsor walkabout when she wouldn't hand over the flowers. Jam, moon bump. Steph G, moon bump. You didn't understand the end of the Lady C's previous video. Basically, I think she was saying, well, I don't know how to put it. Hi, Darla. I think she was saying everyone is aware that hi, Jodie, that there is that there was some sort of weirdness going on around the time they went to visit Liverpool, and that is going to be released so the public know. We'll find out. I mean, like I've said many times before, we've had it with our narcs, haven't we, Graham? Oh, unbelievable.
And whatever you say, oh, you did that. Oh, we did that. You did that. You did that. Oh.
Hi, Kay Bailey.
Predictable behaviour.
Fiona Hall, I think Wally was bang on the money. It's looking in that direction. It's going in that direction, which will begin to explain an awful lot, won't it? Was it?
Yeah, I think Wally was on the money. You're right.
But then I think she'll just come out and say, yeah, okay, I wore a moon bump because of the evil, wicked royal Windsors. They didn't want to have any person of colour in the DNA, so they wouldn't let me have a baby myself. She'll twist it around like that. You'll see. I flipping hell.
It'll be all the royal family's fault, whatever.
Elizabeth says she curtsied to the guy trying to take the flowers.
No, they're my flowers. That's all. Hey, wait. My
Hello,
God.
Diana T. But she didn't do her medieval curtsy, did she? What the hell was that all about?
Yes, my love.
Oh.
Yes, my love.
Yes, I was wondering that, Dutch Charles. I wonder how Samantha's lawsuit is going. I haven't heard any updates on that. Yes, Dell, I think you would have a number of moon bumps. If you were going to do that, obviously they'd have to get progressively larger, but presumably not expand and shrink on the same day at the same thing that you attend. Has something gone bump in the night? Yeah, Steph G. Lady C did say that King Charles didn't know. He didn't know. I'm relieved to hear that, because if it were to turn out that that weirdness was true,
Conspiracy.
I wouldn't like to think that the entire royal family knew about it and were in on it. I really wouldn't. It's just too crazy for words.
It's totally unlikely that they knew, because we don't speak to each other that much today. They all live in their own worlds.
Hello, Wanda.
Anything new, darling?
No.
You'd have to translate that one for me, my dear. Von Weihnachten, something
I
like.
think it's German for
It's definitely German.
Merry Christmas.
Prost. That's the only German word I know. That one and kaput.
Mm. Yes. Larger moon bumps, yes. Is there a way to check on Amazon deliveries to Frogmore Cottage? I don't know. I doubt it. I doubt it. Hello, Doris. Merry Christmas. Astral Traveller. Merry Christmas to everybody. It's -27, blowing freezing snow and ice here. My heart breaks for the homeless. Yeah, how do they survive?
I don't know.
I know. Hello, Geraldine. I think they knew, that's why they're saying Ethel. What, you mean you think the royal family knew? I'm not sure they did. The thing is, if it comes out, of course, some people are going to think that of all of them. They'll be looking at all of them, won't they? They'll be looking at Catherine, they'll be looking at the Queen. It's, Hi, David. No problem. Saya, Welsh Fire. Kay Bailey, have I said hello already? Oh, thanks, Graham. Yeah, you can.
Prost. I'm doing it. I'm on it. Glinda.
Eileen says, Nutmeg is a notorious, confounded, habitual liar. She does seem to have a different version of reality to everybody else. Kay McIrish, wasn't there a story about that when she was married to Trevor? She wanted to use a surrogate. I don't know. Honestly, don't know much about Trevor. I think they found out and kicked her out, and the boy child followed. I got the impression, because I think that the monarch has technically custody of Archie, so I sort of felt they'd taken Archie out of the country.
Did they?
Yeah.
I thought the parents had custody.
No, not in the monarchy.
Is it if it's they're an heir to the throne? Is it different?
Yeah, it's different.
Okay.
The Queen had custody, and presumably Charles does now. So they removed Archie from the country to Canada. And when she came back, you know, when they said they were leaving, they left Archie in Canada. To me, that suggests she was worried about a custodial problem.
Right. I didn't know that.
Hello, Miss Wings. Yes, I hope everybody's well and keeping warm. Yeah, Dr. Ross, yeah. I mean, this is like, I could see the royal family, if they weren't, let's say they weren't involved at all, and I don't think they have been. And I don't even know that this story is true or not. I think that'd be the end of the monarchy, actually, because they're a bloodline. That is the whole point. And if it starts turning out, well, they're not actually. They've had cushions stuffed up their jumpers. It's game over, isn't it? Really.
Yeah.
Short of having public DNA tests, and I mean, they have to be
Well,
public.
they've got DNA tests these days, they know that.
But they'd have to be done publicly because the public was going to be looking at the Windsors like, what? So I could see the rest of the royal family not wanting that story to come out at all.
Yeah.
Hi, Callie. Andrew T. Yes, Merry Christmas, everybody. My furnace, Josie says, my furnace froze 4 days ago. So I've been heating my house.
Oh, no.
My fireplace is all nightmare.
I like snow. I like it for the first 10 minutes.
And
And
it's
then
outside and you're inside.
You take some pictures, you think, wow, isn't it pretty? It's quiet, it's great. You go for a walk and you think, oh, I wish it all go away. It's like living in a deep freeze, isn't it?
The thing is, Dutch Charles, she was born in America, so it's different. It's a different. But do you remember, Meghan's name was removed from Archie's birth certificate. I mean, I didn't even know you could change a birth certificate. The name was changed. Like when Faith and Ben were born, their mother is Jacqueline Susan Mayhew, because that was my name at the time. I completely changed my name, not because I went on the run. I just changed my name. So my passport was in that name, so that's the name of their mother. But it never occurred to me to go back and change it. I know that I'm their mum, and I know that that was my name at the time. Why was her name was completely removed? So the mother now just says it's the Duchess of Sussex, apparently. And Buckingham Palace said she did that, and she said Buckingham Palace did that. So, well, which is it, and why would you do that anyway? There's so much madness, and then they wonder, you know, why conspiracy theories. No, Lily Diana, born in California, but there was a Mary Diana Mountbatten Windsor born in. Was there? I didn't know that.
Diana T just made a very good point. Even DNA tests could only prove the two biological parents. Now,
I can't believe we're having this conversation. It's just madness. It's
I mean, normally, look, a man and a woman have babies together. You know, that's it. You don't think any more of it.
It's not the surrogacy. I mean, I understand why people have surrogacy. I fully. That's a brilliant idea. It's the wearing of and the lying and the pretending.
If hypothetically, because I don't know, I'm speculating here. If she didn't have any eggs and she couldn't have any babies, where did the baby come from?
Any of you guys subscribe to Celt? Very interesting. Very interesting, because the woman, remember the mystery woman, over the last couple of years, was outside Westminster Abbey, and everybody was like, who's that woman? And she's turning up everywhere. And now they've done a Netflix documentary. I agree with Kel. That's Samantha Markle's daughter.
Yeah, but
and she appeared to be pregnant. I mean, I think the maddest thing is we're even having this conversation. I've never had this conversation about anyone else. And I'm not having this conversation because I'm a gossip and etc. I just find the behaviour of Meghan and Harry is so weird. They have me questioning everything.
If she had no eggs and she couldn't have children and she needed a surrogate mother and they can't do artificial insemination because she hasn't got any eggs and she hasn't got any frozen, then Harry would have to fertilise someone else, right? But if they were in the Markle line,
getting disgusting now. I don't want to talk about that.
If they were in the Markle line, surely the Markle DNA would be there for later I don't know how DNA works.
Wanda
but I'm
Badro
sure.
says, yes, my birth certificate was changed 3 times and I did my daughter's. Our adopted son was born ended of years. So we had his birth month and name legally changed. You had his birth month changed as well. I had no idea that was possible. Marcia says, if true, it's crazy how they thought nobody would ever find out. I know. That's why I can't really believe it. I can't accept it until I actually hear someone officially say, yeah, that's the case. To me, it's too weird for words, and I can't believe we're even questioning it. I feel like a flat earther. Do you know what I mean? Like, if I went out to work one day and there was a camera light fell through the sky and there was a rip in the sky, like on the Truman Show, then I might be a flat earther or something, but I'd have to see something that was like weirded me out.
In the Netflix documentary, there was 2 shots of her looking really seriously convincingly pregnant, massively. Did you notice that? I'm sure you did.
Crazy.
I really was pregnant. Look at me.
Sandy Sand, the eggs she froze were not hers, they were purchased so she would have a white baby. Well, we don't know. I mean, this is Wally, I think Wally was onto something.
Yeah.
Wally always said that the children do exist. That's her belief, that they do exist, but they were conceived by surrogacy. She's never said they're dolls. She's never said they don't exist. She's never said they're
There was talk at the photo shoot list was carrying the baby in a sling that was a doll.
No, I think that was maybe, it was a bit weird the way she was holding it. I don't know. 810101. Would that be insane? Sam's daughter carried baby. Well, go watch Kilt, because Kilt's got her own theories on it. And I mean, if we were dealing with someone who behaved in a normal way, we wouldn't even be questioning these things. Never sat and had this conversation about Princess Diana, the Queen, Catherine, Princess Anne,
my love,
Eugenie.
My love.
Oh yes,
hypothetically, if Samantha, this is pure.
Yeah. We're just theorising because
if Samantha Markle's daughter was carrying Harry's baby, would the Markle DNA be in that baby? Could they say yes, that's definitely Meghan's baby?
Very limited,
Or
because
would it be
Samantha is her half sibling, so it would all come from Thomas, but it would be watered down. I'm not a genealogist or a.
This is just pure.
Yeah. Because it does seem, like I said earlier on the previous live, I've been pregnant twice, and if someone said to me, have you got a cushion shoved up your jumper? I'd just laugh it off and think, fuck off, you nutter. And I wouldn't mention it again, because it's just so out there and so ridiculous. It wouldn't matter if they went screaming it from the rooftops, I'd just laugh it off. If it were true, I might hire a henchman, an online troll, to attack anybody, and this does seem a sensitive topic, which has made me look at it more.
Yeah.
You know, I used to laugh when Wally was talking about it, just think, this is so funny.
Of a nerve.
But then when they start kicking off and shouting about it, that makes me look and go, oh, maybe there's some truth in that. What's going on here? Diane Jones, hello, Merry Christmas. And, oh, the mouse is over the thing.
I'm sorry.
There we go.
Neglecting my duties, my love.
My love.
My love.
We need a mama and papa tree in the garden.
Chickens.
Samantha and Meghan wouldn't share the same DNA, only from the dad. Yes, Jodie. So it would be very, very limited. I mean, it's just, the problem is, once you start telling lies and you're caught out, you become well known for telling lies, so no one can trust what you say. People start to question absolutely everything.
Yeah, I mean, married for 3 days before we got married. How on earth can, well, what's a completely pointless lie? There's no benefit to telling that lie, is there? And they can't even remember they said it.
Elaine. Yes.
I can click on that.
I mean, I just always assumed she was pregnant. I took it for granted, and like I say, I used to listen to Wally, and I found it amusing, but Wally didn't talk about just that. That was actually quite a small part. She'd tell us stories about her own life and cats and her teeth and stuff like that. Or she'd just pull up another random news article. But so the time she did talk about it, I just giggle and think that's so out there.
Das ist in Deutsch, ja.
Right. I just think that's so out there that it's kind of amusing, and I thought it was harmless. I thought, well, if you want to question that, question it. But then it seems she really hit a nerve. And I think that's why they went out of their way to have her removed from YouTube. But she is back on Twitter now. The original game plan was to get her off Twitter. Then secondly, they went for the YouTube channel, but she's back on Twitter now. And I promise you, she will be back on YouTube. I can see the whole thing going really badly for Meghan and Harry in the not too distant future. Look at the pictures of them, full busted, then no bust after bearing kids. Yeah, the one thing I can't understand is how did the bump slip down to the kneecap? Now, was that a bulletproof, stab-proof vest? Was it a piece of underwear? Was she actually pregnant but not really showing, and she felt the need to wear a bit of padding to make, re-emphasise I am pregnant? I don't know the answers to any of those questions, but I do know that I've seen a bump on the kneecap. How did it get there? How did it go from there to there? Because my bumps never moved like that. Can anyone come up with another explanation than a moon bump? How could that bump slip down the leg? It's extraordinary.
The answer to Glinda, it's lemons still on the tree outside.
Absolutely, here. Well, her teeth, if you go to my live, oh good grief, I can't remember which one it was now. She showed us all her teeth the other night.
Oh, the
Fabulous.
face reveal, yeah.
Fabulous.
Yankee Wally face reveal.
I can't believe the dental technology. I think that's amazing. Isn't it wonderful what they can do? Abby H, she was flapping the jacket to reinforce that she was pregnant and would suddenly have a baby. Yeah, I mean, maybe she was really pregnant. I find myself saying maybe. Of course she was really pregnant. But maybe, I didn't show with Faith until I was 7 months today. No one knew. No one knew, and I didn't want anyone to know because I was on the run and I was a bit on top. So, if you're in the public eye, maybe she felt she wasn't showing.
That very dress, actually.
I didn't when I was pregnant, but I did wear this dress to go to jail. That's why I thought I'd wear it tonight. I keep it.
Jail dress.
Yeah, this is my cocktail dress. I'm not kidding. When the old bill turned up in Spain, it was all I could find. I am a bit thick around the middle these days.
Once you got to jail, we'll all be.
Yeah, black stilettos and everything. Marcia, I can understand the paranoia of wanting to protect real pregnancy. Exactly. She might have thought, I'm going on a walkabout. What if someone produces a knife or a gun?
That's not
I want to
unreasonable,
protect the bump. So that would be an explanation. Then she could just say, well, I was wearing a Kevlar stab-proof thing and it came undone and it slipped down around my knee. That would explain it.
But she's never said that, has she?
And according to Lady C, that photograph of her in the red and purple dress, when the bumps hit down to the knee, that's what Harry and Meghan are really worried about, that picture, which is on the Getty website. Hello, Glow. Would the royal family be able to divulge her medical info in this instance? I don't think so, no. Even members of the royal family, their medical is private. The most they do is when they announce a birth, they put the names of all the doctors underneath on the little framed thing that goes outside Buckingham Palace. And as I recall, Wally said no doctor signed Meghan's. On Catherine's, 4 doctors. On all Diana's births, 4 doctors. On the Queen's, 4, but none on Meghan's. So perhaps Meghan was protecting the privacy of the doctors. I can well believe her. Oh, you must protect their privacy. But can't the nutter see that that's just going to make people wonder even more? Why not be more transparent, more open, more honest?
Don't question me, Anna. That's just a
Anyone in chat recently had a baby in the UK? Do you remember seeing the hospital sheet with signatures of all attendees? Yes, mine was yellow. Obviously it was bloody decades ago, but with Benji, he was born in Worthing and mine was yellow, and they said, whatever you do, don't lose this piece of paper because you have to take this to the registry office to register the birth. You remember that? And the lady there was careful. How are you going to spell the name? Let's get all the details right. We've got to get this right. But yeah, I couldn't have turned up there with a baby and no signatures and no piece of paper. They just said, "Where's the baby come from?"
Witness of birth is usually the nurses, I guess, or the doctor in the hospital.
Well, yeah,
isn't it?
yeah, yeah. There's something funny going on.
I don't know.
Do you want to come up, Dutch Charles?
No, she's not.
She's not well. Right, okay.
She's got
A cough. Yes, I remember
flu.
saying. And why was it always shifting from side to side at 8 months? Yes, Jodie. The slosh, slosh, slosh. That was weird as well.
Dutch Charles says her babies were born in Worthing.
Yeah, best place to go. I had a choice between Brighton General and Worthing because we were in Portslade, and I chose Worthing because the traffic would be easier, and I just figured it would be a nicer hospital, not being as busy as Brighton. And it was a lovely hospital; they were wonderful there. Lucky Osborne.
Didn't know she was coming though, did you?
So where is the sheet for Archie? Well, if you go on Google Images, whenever a royal baby is born, they make an announcement. They come out and they put a thing on a stand. They do it for marriages, they do it for deaths, and they do it for births. Like when the Queen died, they put a thing out saying Her Majesty the Queen has passed away on such and such a date. It's a big thing for the bloodline of a monarchy. Births, deaths, and marriages. That's their big thing. D. Dominizquez. I was bullied at the workplace. It was awful. It is awful, isn't it? It is awful. There's no escaping it. Even if they don't do it all day long consistently, they only have to do it once during each day, and you never know when it's coming. It is awful. So she's the only pregnant royal that's happened to, as far as I know. Samar, yeah. I'm pretty sure Murky covered it. I don't think Taz has ever broached this subject at all, ever. Murky covered it, and Wally definitely. And they queried, why were there no doctor's signatures on Archie's birth announcement? Now, as I was saying, knowing Meghan, I could see the idiot saying, I want to protect the privacy of the doctors. Then she's just making her own life more difficult by doing that.
Did you know the Marchant family?
When you lived in Worthing? No. No, there was a character.
You never lived in Worthing?
No.
I did.
You lived in
my
Goring.
second wife.
Goring, which isn't...
Fiona's my third wife.
Goring isn't quite...
Third time lucky.
Yeah.
Very lucky.
Nutmeg, didn't Kensington Palace send out a brief tweet, H&M used as surrogacy? Yes, I heard that. I saw the screenshots. Whether the screenshots are real or not, I don't know. That's weird. Jodie, one of the Royal Grift videos had it up and there's no signatures on it at all. Right, okay, very good. So go look at the Royal Grift, another fantastic YouTuber. We pay taxes to support the royal family that we do not get to choose. We're entitled to know who witnessed the birth.
Oh, wow. When did you get that?
Just now.
Oh, Vicky! Who's that she's with?
A friend.
Okay.
She called me, but her Wi-Fi went out.
My eldest daughter.
Oh, good. Oh, it's good at Christmas Eve. That's why she's getting in
Yeah.
touch. Please don't eat all the grapes.
Says only literally just ate something.
I'm glad she's
I'm
still
eating
alive.
chips. Of course she's still alive. She's just a wild child. She's a wild 43-year-old.
Yeah.
42.
Said to her, come and
43.
stay with me. I said, oh, no passport. Bought
Yeah.
my passport, I lost it. Bought another. She bought
She's
my passport.
9 years younger
lost
than me,
it.
and I'm 52.
I'll pay for your
so
flight.
53.
10 years in.
Never turned up
No,
at
she's
the
not.
airport.
She's 9 years younger than me.
You're 1970.
All she got to do is get on the plane. I paid. Yeah.
What year was Vicky born?
1980.
80.
Told you.
She
10
was
years.
born
not
in
9.
Aldershot.
That makes her 10 years younger than you, not 9.
Oh,
He's
she was
9
9
years
years younger than
He's
me.
9 years older than you. You're 10 years.
She was born in 70, so she's 10 years.
Did anyone sign the birth document when Vicky was born?
The army major.
Oh,
All the nurses were officers. They're like 3 pips and things like that all around the bed, and the doctors all came because there was nobody else in the hospital. Military hospital. I was in the army. Oh my God, we've got a customer. Look, she's having a baby. Yes,
Yeah.
and everybody was round the bed.
Oh, we have that.
And 3 doctors. And you think,
Let's see if I can find my.
you try getting 3 doctors now. You have a nurse, if you're lucky, in the corridor. Anyway, where are we now? Where are we now? Yeah, my son was born in the corridor, I think. Richard. Let's see. Hi, Lady Faith.
Something specific.
Right.
I can't find it now. You got your Libro, Faith?
I have my Tio, but I don't have the Libro.
No.
I just want to.
Have a good Christmas Carol service.
Oh, Christmas Carol is lovely.
Lady Faith, you look wonderful this evening. Linda, you clicked your jaw. You eat all your McDonald's.
I did.
You're full now.
I just have to do it.
Yeah. Old 63 here. Yeah, 2 years older than me. It must have been 1959 then. I was a 61. Me and Glinda, 61. 61 was a very good year, especially for Dom Perignon. Not that I've ever tried it. Can't afford it. Right. Where are we? Where are we? It was from National Road driving to Wales. Did Faith sort you out with her skills? Nutmeg. Oh. Did you sort nutmeg out with it with your skills? Whatever that means. What kind of
Are you saying
skills?
schools or skills? I could never tell.
Skills.
Oh, skills.
You making jewelry or something?
Northern
I don't
accent.
know. You know an accents.
It
Hey,
sounds to me
hey,
like you're saying
hey, no need for that. Oh.
It sounds like you're saying schools, not skills.
There was a fella called
I still have yet to post it though, not now.
Harry Enfield, and he used to do scousers. Hey, now then. You'd have to Google it. I can't do it. Trevor's book comes out same time as Harry's. Well, I know which one I'd rather buy.
Yeah, I'm not buying Harry's.
But Harry needs the money because he's a multi-millionaire living in a mansion.
I don't care, I'm not buying it.
And if you don't buy his book, he won't become a famous author and become rich, will he?
I'm not buying it.
What's he going to put in his book? Oh, I was born. My mum was Diana.
Oh, was his mum Princess Diana?
Yeah. And she was really nice, and everybody liked her at the end. Cool. Right. Like dusting. Right, better than nothing. Better than all blizzardy fire, isn't it? Those children are sad if existing, no cousins around. Oh, Rhea's here.
Hello, Rhea, you got back in time, fantastic. Until the little crisis should go out.
Okay.
No, sit there, Faith, please.
Yes.
Thank you.
Very cool. Rhea, there she is. Boom.
Yes, I mean, apart from anything else, imagine how those children are going to feel when they grow up and they find out that their great-grandmother was the Queen of England, their grandfather was the King of England, their uncle is the future King of England. There are palaces, and they're going to think,
Oh, when do we get to go and stay in the castle? Huh?
No.
Huh, Mum? Huh?
I'll tell you right now what they'll think, Graham. What did we do wrong to not be allowed to be included in that? They are
I
gonna
can
be-
see that being an issue.
They are going to be well pissed off, trust me. And then all the questions around their, people might even say to them, where are you from? No, I mean, where are you really from? They've got to put up with all that after Harry has had all the years of teasing about James Hewitt. How could he set his own children up to have questions and mystery? How could he do that to them? That is so cruel. Don't you think? He, better than anybody, should know that when there's mystery, when you try and mess it about, not telling the truth, that's when people start coming out with conspiracy theories or alternative explanations or alternative theories. How could he do that to his own children? And they will, when they grow up. I'd be interesting to see if they write a book about, oh, thank you, Tilly. Oh, don't cry.
It's true, darling. My love.
Karma. Is that the same karma or a different karma?
Where?
There.
I mean, you're reading faster than me. No, I think it's a different karma.
That's a different karma.
It's Lord Karma to you.
Oh my God, yeah. See you later, Charles. Have a brilliant Christmas. Hope Clarky gets all the, all your other guys get all the things that they want for Christmas. Well, I honestly don't know what to make of the situation. I really don't. And it's a question that won't go away, isn't it? Just keeps coming up. Okay, see you later, Marcia. Have a lovely Christmas. Beatrice D. You are talking like if Archie and Lilibet are living with the Sussex. They are not. Those children are. Oh, don't do that, Graham. Just lost the lady's comment now.
Sorry, it's moving quite quickly. I'm just picking.
Those children are living with their biological mother. Beatrice D. I don't know.
But I wish I did.
I'm not sure I do, actually. I think the whole thing.
Well, the truth's bound to come out.
The whole thing is creeping me out. Actually, ever since seeing Lady C's video today, it has really weirded me out a lot.
She's been weirded out.
Mm.
Honestly, she has. She's like, yeah.
Just looking to see if anybody's said anything.
No. Okay. Sandy Sam. I'm pissed off by not telling Charles what the problem was.
That's what Lady C said.
Probably.
That Charles didn't know. That's if it's actually happened. I mean, if it's happened, then they should just say that.
Lady C said it. It must be true. She doesn't bullshit.
She's very well connected. She's extremely litigious. She's extremely careful what she says from a legal point of view.
And she's sued loads of people.
She has, and won. And won.
Yeah. I wouldn't take her on, that's for sure. Not without a hard hat.
Not even with a hard hat. Not a chance would I take her on. No way. I'm not saying something.
You look like John
So I've
Wayne.
taken on some pretty big fish in my time, but I wouldn't mess with Lady C.
No.
Hellfire and brimstone, no.
No.
Trust me.
Not without a hard hat.
And I mean, let's suppose for a moment Boozy is working for. Careful, you're going to smash your glass.
No, I won't. It's fine.
Hypothetically, let's say Meghan and Harry are paying Christopher Boozy. If that was the case, and they've just attacked Lady C, problems can get a lot worse. A lot worse. Can you imagine their kids going through all the videos, their parents when they get older? I know. I'm going along with the assumption that those are their children, that the children exist. These are all questions I never ever thought I'd hear myself asking in my life. I really didn't. Hello, Sandy Parrott. Hello, kitty. Come to eat some of my chips. What are you doing up here? Come on.
She was sick. She was nagging and nagging.
Haven't you had anything to eat all day?
Treats, cat treats, and then she just threw up.
Do you want a treat?
No, you can't give her too much.
She hasn't had anything today.
I fed her this morning.
Oh, it's time for a dinner, isn't it? Yeah, come on. Come on.
Down there.
Come on. Fireworks.
Oh, we got some fireworks. They like fireworks in Spain. Any excuse to let fireworks on. Not in Gibraltar, though. They're not allowed. They're against the law. Apparently, someone was arrested in the UK, and I saw the video for praying in the street.
Oh yeah, don't go on about that. I just want to keep it light.
Well,
I just
no.
want a bit. Hi Sue.
All right, I'll shut up.
I feel that particular subject is quite depressing. It's Christmas Eve, and
Yeah, well, I'm just shocked that someone got arrested for praying in the street. But there's more to the story than that, obviously.
probably. Hello, Melissa Crawford.
Otherwise,
I'm going to
churches
have
would be
to watch.
getting raided all the time, wouldn't they?
Yeah.
It's this praying squad. You're all praying in the church. So no, it's not.
Well, it wouldn't be the first time. It's been a few hundred years since that sort of thing. Yes, Melissa, you'll have to go and watch Lady C's most recent video. It's about 55 minutes long. And it's the last 5 minutes where she gets, really tasty about it. But I think it's better to watch it from beginning to end because she makes various references throughout the video. Oh, and she also, I think she talks about boozy in it as well.
Sue Smith's
Oh
got a burst
no,
pipe.
Sue!
I hate burst pipe. I've got a burst pipe. My pipe started dripping
Yes, we've
again.
got a burst pipe. Apartment above us, the ceiling fell in. Oh no!
Oh, so it's
And
not
on
your burst
Christmas
pipe, it's someone
Eve.
else's. No, you have to move out and go into the hotel.
Nightmare.
Oh,
Hello, LD. Abby H. What's the latest with Lady C? I've not seen today. Well, she's talking about a specific date a couple of years ago when Harry and Meghan went to Liverpool. I think it's the one, I'm pretty sure it's the one where Meghan was wearing red and purple. And when she arrived, she had a huge bump out here, and as the proceedings went on, the bump shrank. And when they left, it had slipped right down her left leg, and it was just above her kneecap, just above the hemline. And Lady C was referencing that particular date and saying that Harry and Meghan had hoped nobody had noticed certain things. Go watch it. It's...
stop it.
If you go, it's not just me. If you go on Google and you put Meghan Markle pregnant and you go to images, I mean, I can sit there giggling for hours. It's some. I was assumed they were photoshopped or something. They shut Yankee up
True, Karma.
because they can't shut us all up. It's ridiculous. Hello, Kitty.
The more people will just keep appearing.
Yeah, and questioning.
It's like thinking the policeman's coming to arrest me. I'm going to shoot him dead. Bang, that's the end.
Yeah,
of it.
another policeman's coming.
Yeah. There'll be more and more and more and more and more until they get you. So
Yeah.
it's a waste of time. It's an exercise in futility.
It is. It is. Oh, Sue, you're going to have to find somewhere else to stay over Christmas. Crikey.
But the turkey's not burnt.
I'll just show you, Graham. I'm not going to show anyone on the screen, but because they all know.
I mean, well, why don't you show them if they all
No,
know?
they all know because Wally and other YouTubers have shown. Or actually, no, I know what I'll Google. If you just Google moon bump and go to images, like moon bump, that's what I did before to be sure what the definition of the word was.
I mean, if she got her belly out like that, naked, the belly button like that, you'd think, okay, yes, she's pregnant. But otherwise,
I mean, it says January the 14th, 2019. I mean,
anti-Meghan.
Explain that to me. I'm just showing him the red and purple
Hold it
coat.
up.
No,
For goodness sake.
no, I'm not. I mean, it's on Google Images.
Hold it up. For
They
goodness
all
sake.
know the one I'm talking about. The red. They all know
Red
about
coat with
this.
purple dress. I mean, the bump just disappeared.
I'm just showing you as a man.
Where did the bump go?
I have no explanation for that.
It's like
None
this. It's
whatsoever.
like this in one shot. And then she's like that in the next shot. And you think,
With a lump down.
lumps down.
Oh dearie me. And no, just those two comparisons. And her fans
Send
said,
it up to the camera. Just show them for goodness sake.
okay,
So they can look it up themselves.
well, you see the problem I've got.
Yeah, well,
Right.
they get the idea.
Yeah, you all know the picture I'm talking about. I'm trying to get it to zoom on it there. Now, her fans said it was just the way the wind blew her dress.
Yeah. That'll do.
Like a whoopee cushion.
You just say, I call bullshit.
Oh, dearie me. Oh, no, poor Sue. Sending you
Christmas greetings,
Montreal.
Flora. From Canada.
It's horrific. People trapped in passenger trains only because of the snow. Oh dear.
Do you know there's a woman called Flora MacDonald? She was Scottish.
Oh right, I know.
She's the one who helped Bonnie Prince Charlie escape. She went to live in Canada, or in Nova Scotia sort of way. And you know what Scottish people are like? They're dead hard. And they're living in horrible Scottish conditions, wind and rain and cold and things. And they went, no way. Whoa, that winter was harsh. I'm going back to Scotland, back to the tropics, to Scotland. True. You can Google Flora MacDonald, seriously. Scottish legend. Sorry about that, I sidetracked a bit there. I just keep printing history again. Tell him to shut up. Oh, yeah. Poor Sue. Yeah, especially today. Bad timing, Sue. For sure. Jump on a plane and we'll get an extra turkey in.
There's been a statement made. I'm just waiting for my phone to load, but there's been apparently a statement made by Meghan and Harry.
Chocolate tea cake with that hat on. Well, they had the hard hat. Chocolate tea cake, are you sure? I thought I looked like John Wayne.
I can't see anything there, but has anyone else heard about Harry and Meghan have made a statement apparently about Jeremy Clarkson?
Have they? Never getting him a go in my test.
But it's all empty. When I open the article, there's only a few words there, and I can't see in the Independent, but I can't see what it is they are supposed to have said. Maybe
breaking news, is it? Well, Jezza.
says a spokeswoman for the Duke and Duchess of Sussex has said an apology by the Sun newspaper over a column in which Jeremy Clarkson said he hated Meghan Markle is nothing more than a PR statement. A PR stunt.
Puff
It's nothing
face.
more than a PR stunt.
A puff face.
That's a bit rich coming from that lot. Do nothing.
Do I look like a chocolate tea cake?
What's a chocolate tea cake?
I don't know. Is it green? Must be green.
Oh, marshmallow. Yes, you do. A tea cake is like one of those dome biscuits, like a chocolate moon bump.
We fought for freedom, you know, it's a war.
Shouting. Don't shout.
Don't call me a tea cake.
No, tea. Yes, it does look like a tea cake.
I can take criticism, it's fine.
Oh no, Sue says apartment above us, prayers for her. She's pregnant, 2 little kids, nowhere to live. Entire apartment is flooded. Oh no.
Christmas and it's cold outside.
Yes. Oh,
Shit.
and Christmas Eve.
Maybe it's stupid hat
Bloody
on.
hell. Yes, just lose the hat, will you?
It's
Please.
gone, it's gone. I always wear the helmet when I'm drunk.
No,
Not that I'm drunk.
that's terrible. Hello, Gladys, Countess Maggie. There's been a flood in Sue Smith's flat. I think it's the flat above her. Burst pipe froze.
That would cost a fortune to get a plumber out tonight, wouldn't it?
Yes. Yes. Mind you, they're in a sort of a compound, so maybe they have maintenance people.
If you shut the water off,
Well, I'm sure they know to do that. Graham.
And fill some pans with snow.
Don't joke. The poor woman.
I'm not joking. I know it's.
Pregnant with 2 little kids.
I know, but yeah, it's not good, is it?
No, it's not. Right. Linda Wagner says, I can't see her comment yet. Yeah, it just says comments. It just says new. Oh, right. Okay.
Scrolling down has been a lot.
Yeah, there has been a lot. My cat was called Elvis. That's random. Geraldine. Fabulous.
Cat was called Elvis. Is it a girl?
Yes, that's terrible. There's loads of comments for Sue. Absolutely loads. You need to go down a bit more. You're missing new ones as well.
Okay.
Thing is, Lady C never says anything or hint that she can't back up in court and invites others to sue her. She did actually several times on the video today. She said, if I am lying and defaming you, Harry and Meghan, then sue me and we'll have it all out in discovery. So I take it from that. Hello, Tabitha. Oh, that was Tabitha.
Sandra Parrott.
Hi, Sandra.
Yes, very good question. Do you have power? That's the main one, isn't it?
Yeah.
If you've got power, you've got heat, and you can survive.
Whiskey. Happy Christmas, Fiona and family. Only recently found your enjoyable videos. Check out Lost Without Pluto. Her comments and analysis of H&M documentary, spot on. I will. I'll look her up.
Yeah, make a note of that.
You need to keep going down.
Okay.
Karma, it was yesterday video and watch from 55 minutes in. Yeah, but some people, when they watch the last 5 minutes of Lady C's from yesterday, they don't really get the full swing of it because she makes references intermittently throughout the video.
Can't believe they let Meghan go to Liverpool.
What went down in Liverpool?
We don't want you in Liverpool, right? Don't come back.
Don't say it like that. Hello, Vicky.
Vicky! Now then,
You're live on the internet.
we're on the internet. This is my daughter, eldest daughter.
They can't.
Oh, no,
You're
we're
not
live on the
live
internet.
on
and
YouTube.
You're
The
like
camera's
coming
different.
on, so they can tell dancers from
Don't
up north.
hold me up.
Yeah,
Don't hold me up. She said.
from Lancashire.
Momo, I'm off to make a mess in my sister's house. Merry Christmas, everyone. Yes, Merry Christmas. And I think we're going to wrap it up quite soon.
Pull a cracker down.
We could pull a cracker. We've got quite a lot of them. I bought a box of 12. And there's only 5 of us. Let's have a look at some more of the comments. All the pictures of Archie we saw so far are always a different child. Yeah, on the Netflix documentary, the one of the little boy in the bath, the face to me looked completely different to the other shots all look like the same little boy. But the one in the bath looked a completely different little boy to me, or am I going insane? Maybe I am. I'm beginning to think I've stepped through the looking glass and we're living in Alice in Wonderland somehow. When I search YouTube for that incident, I only get positive videos. Yeah, what you want to do is go onto Google and images, but don't search for Meghan, just search moon bump and it's all Meghan. Well, it is when you're here in Spain. It's all Meghan's pregnancy with the bump here and here and here and here and down there and slosh slosh.
It is Christmas time. It's appropriate that we pull a cracker
Okay.
before we say goodbye to everybody.
And then tomorrow is Christmas Day. Well, it's Christmas Day to Australians.
Already. Hold it up. See who wins. Do you have crackers in America? Do you do crackers?
Of course they do. Are you going to pull it or not?
Yes, come on. Damn!
I win. Right.
Damn! What did you win, Dyke?
Nothing.
I think it went on the sideboard.
I've got a hat. That's it.
Something went down that way. Oh no, there it is. No, that's the leg of the tripod.
I heard something go.
Something went down there. Oh, never mind. That was fun, wasn't it?
Yeah, what a waste of money. It's just a paper hat.
Paper hat and a joke. Don't forget the joke.
There isn't even a joke in it.
You open a cracker.
Just one.
Already?
Yes, yes. What's Christmas without silly hats and crackers and jokes, corny jokes?
Right. Thank you all very much for joining us this evening. It's been lovely to see you all. Have a lovely Christmas. I hope Santa comes tonight and fills your stocking.
And we'll be live again tomorrow,
Yes.
at various times of the day on my channel, The Baron. Good night.
And may your God go with you.
I've got the two on, is that it?
Yes.